From South Vermillion High School, this is IHSAA baseball, sectional number 44, and it's quarterfinal baseball between the home team Monrovia Bulldogs and the South Vermillion Wildcats. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mike Walensky along with Mike Rossick. And tonight, Mike Rossick, we've got two interesting baseball clubs. Monrovia 9-14 coming into the contest. South Vermillion on a roll at 20-3.
Two very good ball teams here tonight, and the key, as we talked beforehand, is going to be pitching tonight. As we saw last night, pitching was very important to them, to both teams, and tonight expect more of the same.
And the two pitchers for Monrovia, it'll be number 22 on the hill for the Bulldogs, the senior Dwayne DeMott, with a 3.18 earned run average. You see that here on the hill right there with a 4-0 record. DeMott, a senior, and he'll be facing off with a senior in his own right for South Vermillion in Case Lawson. And we've got an interesting matchup because two teams that have been going in different directions. Monrovia, 2-5 in their last 7 games. They are 1-9 on the road. Ironically, though they're on the road, this is a home game for them.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see how they handle this. You know, you are the home team, but you're playing on the visitors' home field. So South Vermillion, with the friendly confines here, may have a little bit of advantage. We'll see how Monrovia handles South Vermillion tonight.
And Monrovia defensively is lined up as follows. You see the outfield from left to right. Shelton, Smith, and Kistler. The infield from third to first. Jelly, Klumper, Clark, and Cravens. The pitcher we mentioned is DeMott, and the catcher behind home plate is Wagner. This is a baseball team that has an earned run average of nearly 6 point at 5.63, but they hit pretty well. They had a 274 batting average. They take advantage of some opportunities. They have competed from time to time this year, and they've come up with 9 victories, Mike.
Yeah, as we talked earlier, they have 16 home runs on the year, so they do have some power in their lineup and 72 stolen bases. So when they get on base, they are taking advantage of it.
South Vermillion, here's their starting lineup. They'll start off with Canton Terry, then Ryan Scott, Kyle Kendrick, Matthew Panagoulis, Case Lawson, Tyler McCall, Cabe Panagoulis. Those two are cousins, Royce Waldrop and Lane Vickers. The head baseball coach and athletic director at South Vermillion is Tim Terry, and his two sons both play for his ball club, and the leadoff hitter, Canton Terry, is one of them, and he is the only youngster who's made a commitment to play at the next level. He'll play at Wabash for the Little Giants, and that's catcher Canton Terry. He'll lead it off for South Vermillion.
And that's something great for him to look forward to next year. Playing for Wabash, pretty good small program. As you see Monrovia warming up out there in the field, getting ready to start the game.
On the hill for the Bulldogs, Dwayne DeMott, we mentioned a minute ago, 3.18 earned run average. He is 4-0 on the year, and you want to have your ace if you want to advance. If you want to advance, you have a chance to play in the semifinals on Monday on Memorial Day.
Definitely, you've got to go with your ace here, especially with enough days rest in between. You can lean hard on him. And, you know, a 3.18 ERA doesn't sound great, but a 4-0 record. So when he pitches, you know, he's holding teams low enough that his team can outscore them. So he's getting the offensive backing from his team.
Monrovia's last win, May 15th against Cascade, 4-3. They're ranked 218 in the state by Max Preps. On the other hand, this South Vermillion Ball Club is ranked as high as 82nd in the state among all baseball teams. In many polls at the 2A level, they've received votes ranked to probably as high as 12th.
Yeah, they've had a wonderful year this year. At one point, they had a 14-game winning streak, and they do all the little things that teams need to do. They play small ball really well. They run the bases well. They've got good pitching. A lot of good hitters in their lineup. And
here's one of them, Canton Terry to lead off. First pitch by DeMott, low and outside, 1-0. Last year, Canton Terry, as a junior, hit .493, and this year he's hitting close to that mark as well. He is outstanding leadoff hitter for his father, Coach Tim Terry's ball club.
As you see that pitch mitts outside, skip by the catcher there. But that is wonderful as a catcher you don't always expect your catcher to be your best hitter on your team, but this kid is definitely sitting in the leadoff spot for a reason.
2-0. Popped up in the right field side, giving chase. That ball is carrying deep to the wall, and that's going to be an extra base hit. Terry rounding second here is going to be a play, and he's standing up with a triple.
As you see, we could tell on the way in tonight, the wind carrying out towards right field. That wind helped him with that hit. He got it up in the air, and you could see the right fielder and center fielder both giving chase and just getting into the gap.
Jordan Kistler, the right fielder, had a pace on the ball, but it just over his right shoulder. And the ball carried off the lower part of the fence, and Terry's at third, leading off this ball game as Ryan Scott steps into the batter's box, the center fielder hitting second. And Scott will be fouled by Kyle Kendrick, the shortstop, and already South Vermillion putting some heat on the Monrovia Bulldogs early on in this ball game.
Great early at-bat there for Terry, leading off with a triple, putting somebody in scoring position instantly.
Breaking ball hit foul behind home plate, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now, South Vermillion offensively is averaging almost 9 runs a ball game this year and 8 hits a contest. They've scored in these 23 games 201 runs, and defensively their pitching's been lights out. They've only given up 72 runs.
And you could see why the record reflects that. When you outscore your opponents by that much, it's hard to lose games.
1-2 count on Ryan Scott, the center fielder. DeMott looks in for the sign from Wagner. Here's the pitch. Good breaking ball, and he just missed over the top. Just over the shoulders on the inside half of the plate. It's even up at 2-2. Monrovia Bulldogs, coached by Coach Rooker in his 6th year at the helm. Mark Rooker has never won a sectional title here at Monrovia. Here's a high fly ball. This one is playable for the left fielder. And he makes the catch, and the runner Terry will have to hold. A good running catch by the left fielder, number 34 for the Monrovia Bulldogs, Carson Shelton.
Just take a look at this here. He does a really good job of circling that ball, getting his momentum going home. The runner at third had no chance to tag on that.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Endeavor Communications. And stepping in is Kyle Kendrick, the shortstop. 1 gone, runner in scoring position at third, and DeMott's offers high and away, 1-0.
Good job there by Wagner to pop up quick and stop that ball from going over his head. That thing gets back to the fence, and South Vermillion gets an early, easy run.
Swings and misses. Good pitch.
Good pitch there. Looked like he changed up speeds on him there. Got the batter out in front of him. Able to swing through it.
1-1 count, and of course DeMott holding the runner on at third. This one he took just a little bit off above the shoulders, and a lot of his pitches early on in the first couple hitters are up a little bit up in the strike zone, a little bit high.
A little bit. You don't know if that's some nerves, just a little bit of adrenaline, or if he's not following through the way he should.
There's a nice pitch. He got that one down in the zone.
That everything looked good on that from his start to all the way through his release. He had a nice follow-through, stayed low, drove that front shoulder down.
Kendrick, the shortstop, batting from the right side. He'll be followed by Matt Panaglius. Here's the pitch. This one high and away. 3-2 is the count with a runner at third base. And because we're early on in this ball game and because the runner's at third, the pitcher DeMott is having to work from the stretch for the Bulldogs. There's a nice offer, and he got him swinging, and there's 2 outs. Good pitch by the Bulldog senior, Dawson DeMott. Take a look at this one, Mike.
Nice pitch there, tailing away from the batter, almost landing across in the left-hander's batter's box, but the catcher did a good job of squeezing that and got him to chase, swinging through it.
Here's Matt Panaglius, number 29, stepping into the batter's box. The Panaglius cousins, both with a lot of power. They've hit home runs during the course of this season for South Vermillion. Here's the pitch, and this one gets away. Will Terry be able to make it home? He will, and South Vermillion on top off the wild pitch.
Yeah, that there is killer for you early in the game. That ball just takes off, sails on him, catcher not able to get up, and the runner scores easily there.
So Terry on the board for South Vermillion, and it's 1-0 for the Wildcats. Dawson DeMott back up on the hill, looks for the sign. Here's the stretch and the pitch. There's a good breaking ball, and he just missed the corner. Tight strike zone early this evening for Monrovia.
Yeah, it looks like the umpire's calling it pretty tight, not giving him a whole lot either side of the plate. See him foul that one off over to the third base side.
Penagla's hitting in the 4 slot with plenty of power for the Wildcats this season. The South Vermillion Ball Club, 20-3. They lost their first 2 games of the year. Lost to West Vigo and also to Paris, Illinois, before they reeled off 15 straight victories. Here's the pitch. This one gets away down and low, and it's 3-1.
You got to think, being the senior leader from the mound here, DeMott will settle down. He just doesn't look like he's real comfortable starting out here. But you got to figure he'll settle down into a groove.
Pops it up. Shortstop coming over to make the play, and that'll retire the side. The play was made by Klemper, the shortstop, but South Vermillion gets on the board, and here it is on the wild pitch. It's 1-0. This is IHSAA Sectional 44 on the ISC Sports Network. Back at South Vermillion, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Wildcats in this baseball game, the quarterfinals. From left to center, Terry, Scott, and Vickers for South Vermillion. Managulis, Kendrick, Waldrop, McFall, the infield third to first. And Lawson and Terry are your battery. And we talked a little bit about Case Lawson, a senior, a right-handed pitcher. He throws a fastball, a curve. He's got some good stuff, and he's one of the better pitchers on Tim Terry's staff. Mike?
Yeah, Tim Terry's got a good pitching staff here and going with one of their best on the mound to try to get to the next round of this sectionals.
Luke Klemper will lead off, the shortstop for Monrovia, to start off this ball game for the Bulldogs. There you look at their lineup. Klemper, Whitaker, Jelly, 1 through 3. Smith in the cleanup spot, then followed by Wagner, Shelton, and Cravens. And 8 and 9 at the bottom of the order, Kistler and Clark. And sometimes we know it's important to have some hitting at the bottom of the order as well as at the top.
Very. You've got to have a good balanced lineup. Back in the days of Little League and Babe Ruth, you always put your worst hitters down at the bottom of the order just to kind of stick them in there. When you get to the varsity level, you have to have balance all the way through, and a lot of times you'll see some teams put hitters at the bottom of the lineup that are batting close to 300 because they know that they're going to get to see better pitches. They're not going to try to pitch around them like they do the 3 and 4 hole hitters.
Well, Lawson is the pitcher for South Vermillion. He has an older brother, Cade, who is playing baseball just down the road at Indiana State University for the Sycamores. This youngster has a lot of talent, the right-handed pitcher. And you're watching this baseball game on Endeavor Communications, broadcast on the ISC Sports Network, as Klemper steps in, the shortstop, hitting .345, a nice number at the top of the order for the Bulldogs as a team this year, hitting .274.
That's pretty productive for this team, especially with only 9 wins. A good batting average. They do hit with some power. They have been getting a lot of guys on, and you're kind of surprised that their record's not better than it is.
Here's the pitch by Lawson. Good, solid swing by Klemper. Fouls it out of play. He'll be followed by Whitaker, who will be the DH in Coach Mark Rooker's lineup for the Bulldogs tonight. Then Connor Jelly. You take a look at Coach Rooker there, coaching down at third base for Monrovia tonight. Lawson, the sign, and the pitch. Gets away, 3-1.
Both pitchers a little early on, a little sporadic, not been able to hit their targets right away. Could be early game jitters.
Canton Terry behind the plate there for South Vermillion. We mentioned the son of athletic director and coach Jim Terry. Fastball up and in, strike 3, and Klemper is set down. Good pitch by Lawson.
Good pitch, got him chasing on that. He knew he had 2 strikes on him. Threw that one up in the zone. Take a look at it here. Got it above the hands, and he couldn't catch up to it.
Now the senior Sam Whitaker, the designated hitter. Number 9 stepping in, batting second, hitting .224 on the season. 0-1.
Sam, a good 3-sport athlete here at Monrovia. In the DH spot, you know he can handle the bat well.
Lawson's delivery, and he just missed over the shoulders. 1-1. Umpire so far being very consistent with the strike zone.
He has been both ways. He's not giving much off the plate at all. He's making you throw it in there.
Here's the pitch. He swings and misses way behind that one for strike 3, and there's 2 gone. He has struck out the first 2 hitters. Now he faces another multi-sport athlete, the quarterback of the Monrovia Bulldogs football team, a team that advanced the semi-state, Connor Jelly. Jelly, the third baseman, hitting .353 this season. And he bats from the right side. Here's the first one. High bouncer. This is going to be a tough play for the shortstop. But he makes the throw and gets the out to retire the side.
Good play there by the shortstop, sitting back on that hop and setting his feet, making a good hard throw to first.
We've played one. South Vermillion on top, 1-0. This is IHSAA Sectionals on the ISC Sports Network.
Enough on your plate. Let McAllister Rentals' wide selection of equipment help. With an extensive equipment selection and experienced people, McAllister Rentals in the Cat Rental Store is your one-stop shop for all your equipment needs. You know we can help you with the big jobs, from moving dirt to getting you in the air. But did you also know that we can handle your smaller equipment needs with equipment like generators and water pumps? McAllister Rentals has made its mark with locations throughout Indiana and now Michigan. We pride ourselves on our reliable equipment, fast service, and knowledgeable people. Visit us online today or give us a call. McAllister Rentals, helping build Indiana since 19...
Back at South Vermillion, the Wildcats on top of the Bulldogs 1-0 as we go to the top of the second. Tonight's game is brought to you by Endeavor Communications and Mike Rossick. We go to Lawson, McFall, and Panaglius, and those are the numbers 5, 6, and 7 hitters in the South Vermillion lineup.
Good spot in the order. You would like, as a South Vermillion fan, you'd definitely like to see them start the inning off like they did the top of the first with a big triple. Dawson DeMott seemed to settle down after he gave up that triple. Had one wild pitch, but other than that, he kept the Wildcats at bay, retiring the side, able to get out of the inning, only giving up 1 run.
And Dawson DeMott, number 22, will face off with his counterpart, Case Lawson, number 20, the pitcher, leading off here the second.
See if Lawson can help his cause out here, get himself on base, maybe give himself another run advantage.
First pitch, slow and inside, a ball, 1-0. Rained quite a bit yesterday, but the field is in really good condition this afternoon for this ball game. They kicked off just about 15 minutes ago. Pitch high and inside.
Field's in great condition. I actually talked to a guy that lives up here in Clinton earlier today, and he said that they didn't get any rain at all this morning. Said it was beautiful, sun was shining, so they've had pretty good weather.
Here's the pitch. There's a nice breaking ball, but delayed call is a strike. Boy, the umpire taking quite a bit of time to ring him up there.
Yes, he did.
2-1 on Lawson, the leadoff hitter in the second for the Wildcats. And the pitch. This one off the corner, 3-1. And the one thing about DeMott he does not want to do, he wants to throw strikes.
Definitely, you can't give up free base runners in a game like this. South Vermillion will take advantage of any opportunity you give them.
That one is off the outside corner. Now it's 3-1. Here's the pitch by DeMott. That's a good one. Bouncing ball towards the second base. Good job of getting up and aggressively attacking the ball and throwing the runner out. There's one gone because the grass is high.
Yes, it is. And with the rain we had, it's probably not completely dry out there. They probably haven't had a chance to cut it. And as you see, he does a good job of charging in on it and then making a strong throw to first to get the runner in plenty of time.
Good job by the second baseman, Austin Clark, making the play. Good job blocking the ball in his glove and making the throw. And now Tyler McFall steps in, the big first baseman. First pitch is inside, a ball, 1-0.
You know, as Monrovia, you would like to see your pitcher get ahead early in the count. He's thrown a lot of balls so far. As that one goes over the batter's head there. Good thing he pulled the bat down. But you would like to see him throw some more strikes here. The good thing is he's keeping things, for the most part, down in the zone, so he's given up some ground balls that have had his infield has had a good chance to make plays on them.
Here's the stretch and the pitch. And that's a strike called. And there's actually been a switch in our lineup. That, to me, that's Caleb Panaglius, the designated hitter, number 25. Coach Tim Terry had given us McFall as the hitter in this spot, but it's actually number 25, Panaglius. So the count goes to 2-2. DeMott now doing a good job finding the zone. This ball could be playable by the catcher, and he makes the catch. Great effort of locking down on that ball by Ezra Wagner for the second out.
Wagner doing a great job staying with that, playing the wind. Had enough room there by the fence. As you see here, quickly gets that mask off and takes off after it. And nice catch. That's a big boost to your pitcher too, because knowing that he makes a good enough pitch, the batter pops it foul, and when the catcher can make that play, that really helps out.
Now Royce Waldrop is the hitter, number 4. The second baseman for the South Vermillion Wildcats. Ranked as high as 82nd by Max Preps. Breaking ball high and inside. You know, Tim Terry, the athletic director, head baseball coach at South Vermillion, Mike, 7 sectional titles, but has never won a regional. So he feels that he has the ball club. Here, take a look at him. He feels right now he's got a ball club that can really make a nice run in this tournament.
Definitely. He's got a good group of kids here. You know, as I've seen him earlier in the season, they don't have the big superstar names on this team. They just have 11 kids, 12 kids in this whole roster that know how to play baseball.
And that ball was hit up the middle, and Klemper had some problems handling the ball, but I think you're going to have to probably give a base hit there because he was going to beat that out anyway.
Definitely. That slow roller, and then you see that tough hot that he took there at short and just couldn't get the handle on it.
So Waldrop is at first base. And now stepping up is Lane Vickers, the right fielder, with 2 outs. And he's right on that pitch. He fouls it behind home plate. 0-1. But DeMott has thrown extremely well here in the second inning. So that's a good sign for Coach Mike Rooker's ball club.
Yeah, very good sign, because you want him to be able to go deep in this game and try to avoid having to use multiple pitchers. I'm sure that he's got a pitch count that he's going to stick to, what he feels that DeMott is comfortable with. As you see there, he just misses outside.
Cravens, the first baseman, is holding the runner. Waldrop on at first. As DeMott battles Vickers, the right fielder, number 11. Looks in for the sign from Wagner. Here's the pitch. Right center field. The center fielder giving track, and he makes the catch. A good effort by Dalton Smith in center field to retire the side. So Vickers goes down, and DeMott does the job. No runs. There was a hit. 1 left on base. 1-0 South Vermillion Wildcats on top.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
It hits the rim right as the light goes in. And
Hogan across the middle, finds the end zone, and touchdown.
Wow.
And are looking to throw this time.
Going deep down the field, he's got Fusich. Look at this one again. Time will expire and the Gophers will win.
Is on the board. The North wins 10-7.
Back at South Vermillion, where the Wildcats have taken the lead, let's take a look at that Wildcat dugout as they look on. Loaded with seniors: Royce Waldrop, Kyle Kendrick, Scott, Lawson, McFall, just to name a few of these seniors. Guys who have been through battles, and they have the lead 1-0. But Dalton Smith is stepping into the batter's box from Monrovia, hoping to get the Bulldogs back into the ball game. Smith, the center fielder, hitting .297 on the year, and he will face Case Lawson on the hill for the Wildcats. As you see, Lawson, number 20, the right-hander for Tim Terry's ball club. Dalton Smith, also another multi-sport performer for Coach Rooker's Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. Pops this one foul down the right field side, and this one falls out of play. 3 players from Monrovia will be playing collegiate baseball. Klemper, I believe, will be going to Rose-Hulman. Kistler, the right fielder, going to only junior college, and the pitcher, DeMont, actually committed to Delaware Trails Junior College. There's a line drive right under the glove of the shortstop, and whether or not, Mike, there's going to be an error, that's a questionable situation.
That will be, because that should have been a fieldable ball. We'll see how the scorer gives that. As you take a look, shortstop sets up on it, and he just gives it the old ole with the glove.
It was an ole, so you've got to charge an error there to the South Vermillion shortstop, Kyle Kendrick. And now the tying run is at first base, and the lead run for the Bulldogs is Ezra Wagner, the catcher, who is hitting .296. So they've got some good hitters in the lineup right now, right in the heart of the Monrovia order.
This is a good spot for Monrovia. You've got some good speed on the base. Nice move there by Lawson over to first. About got Dalton leaning a little too hard.
Dalton Smith being held on by McFall, the first baseman, over first base. You see the infield playing a double play depth. Here's a stretch. Looking to bunt, he pops it up. The play at first, there's a double play. And that just was not executed properly by the hitter.
Not at all. He dropped the bat below the ball. It went straight up. Easy double play for Lawson as it floated right to him.
You can see the bat goes right under the ball, and he lifted it up in the air. And a nice, smart play by Lawson over to McFall for the double play. Monrovia just almost has taken themselves out of this inning.
They did. And no fault of Dalton Smith over there at first. He was on his way to second, expecting that bunt to be laid down. Did you see that ball fouled back over the backstop?
Now Carson Shelton stepping in. He's number 34, 0-1 as he fouls it off. Shelton hitting .258 with 2 outs now. In the bottom half of the second, Monrovia, the home ball club here at South Vermillion. Here's the pitch. Fastball. This one is fouled out of play. Now Monrovia, whenever they played physically on the road this year, they have a record of just 1-9. They are more comfortable at home, and they've done very well at home when you think of their overall body of work as they come into this ball game 9-14.
Definitely, they are much comfortable in the confines of their own field. When they get on the road, it just doesn't seem like they've got the scoring output that they normally would.
Shelton staying alive and fouling this one off.
Good battle up here, and Lawson's making some good pitches. He's just battling in the box there, fouling them off, waiting for something that he can drive.
The other thing, too, about Monrovia, when they got on the base pass, they can run. They've totaled 72 stolen bases this year, but they've got to find a way to get on base there and make some things happen. There's a nice changeup by Shelton. That's in the dirt. Good purpose pitch, and he was hoping to have Shelton fishing for that one.
Definitely. And, you know, something I like to see there, too, there's nobody on base, no danger of a pass ball, but Terry did not let that ball get behind him. He works hard back there as a catcher.
This one pulled foul down third base past Mike Rooker, coaching over at third for the Bulldogs tonight.
There you get a good look at Coach Rooker there, standing there at third.
2 gone, the Monrovia second. Shelton is the hitter, the left fielder. Here's the pitch by Lawson. Good pitch. Nice fastball sinking down low and away, and he fouled it off. A good piece of hitting by Shelton.
It's about the 5th foul ball he's had this at bat. He just keeps battling up there. And Lawson keeps making really good pitches too.
1-2 count. Good look at Case Lawson. Right-hander. Here's the pitch. This one, a good pitch off the outside corner, breaking ball. And discipline. Good discipline by Carson Shelton, pulling off of that pitch.
Yeah, especially 1 and 2. It's really hard to stay back on those, especially when he's been throwing some that have been really close to the strike zone, and then that one just dives off the table.
2-strike pitch, and he got him caught looking. A nice fastball in the outside corner to retire the side. What a great pitch by Lawson to end the Monrovia second. South Vermillion stays on top after 2 innings of play. This is IHSAA Sectional 44 Baseball on the ISC Sports Network.
Experience the exciting world of television entertainment with Endeavor eTV. Get more than 350 quality TV channels including HD, movies, sports, family programming, lifestyle, and local news and weather. Never miss a program with Endeavor Whole Home DVR. Stop a program in one room and continue watching TV in another. Enjoy video on demand and pay-per-view selections with over 2,000 titles. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
Endeavor Communications continues to be the leader of technology in our communities. We provide crystal clear voice, super fast internet, exciting television entertainment, security for home and business, medical alert systems, IT services for home or business, and our new 4G LTE wireless telephone service with nationwide coverage. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
Well, that crowd is starting to fill up here at South Vermillion and Clinton, Indiana, as you take a look at the home standing South Vermillion Wildcats fans taking a look. Nice sunny afternoon here as the game progresses into the third as Dawson DeMott on the hill there for Monrovia. Here's the first pitch, low and away to Cooper Terry, the left fielder, the second son of the head baseball coach Tim Terry, playing left field today for the Wildcats. 1-0 count, top of the third. DeMott misses this one inside.
Yeah, DeMott had a very good second inning throwing there. See what he can do here in the third. He comes out a little off target.
Bouncing ball towards second. Gobbles it up, throws, and he gets his man.
Second baseman had to charge that one and make a quick throw because that grass killed it once again, and Terry with some good speed getting down the line.
That's Austin Clark again making a nice job, doing a good job aggressively again, going in for that pitch, not waiting for it. And he does a good job of blocking that ball in his glove and making the play. And now we go to the top of the line with one out. And it's Canton Terry, the catcher. Terry takes a strike called, 0-1. He tripled his first time up at that deep fly ball in the right center field. Tripled and scored for the lead run in the ball game. Terry on his way to Wabash next year, play Division III baseball for the Little Giants as DeMott starts them out 1-1. So we go from Terry to Terry.
That's a good way to turn your lineup over right there. Have little brother try to get on and let big brother drive him in.
Wagner has a chance. And he makes the play. A great play by Ezra Wagner on that foul ball behind home plate to retire Canton Terry. There's 2 gone.
2 nice plays there by the catcher. Here you go. Take a look at him circling around, knowing where the fence is, and able to make that catch.
Now Ryan Scott, the center fielder. Bounce towards short. Good play setting up and gets his man, and a good job by DeMott going through the third, mowing down these Wildcats hitters. South Vermillion stays on top at 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the third.
Endeavor eShield gives you peace of mind that your home, family, and business are safe. eShield provides burglar protection, leak
His first 2 pitches
protection,
that inning were
carbon
nowhere even
monoxide,
close,
smoke,
and then he
heat
comes
detection,
back and throws
asset protection
3 to get out.
secure your valuables. And of course, there's 24/7 monitoring. Total Connect Remote Services controls your system through your smartphone, tablet, or any other wireless device. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
Again, we're seeing
Endeavor
two really
Communications.
good pitching
we protect
battles,
what you cherish most.
but both of
Endeavor
these teams are
eText
playing good
provides
defense.
outstanding IT and computer-related services for your home or business. Whether you need a simple home PC tune-up or a large-scale network installation for your business or your municipality, Endeavor eText is your final destination for all of your IT needs. Maintenance agreements are available and services open to members and non-members alike. Call 1-877-524-9109 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
We go to the bottom of the third here. Case Lawson on the hill for South Vermillion, as you see here, riding a 1-0 lead. And he'll be facing hitters 7, 8, 9 for Monrovia. Aaron Cravens will be starting it off, the first baseman, and he's hitting .321 on the year.
It's a pretty good average for your 7-hole hitter. If you can get guys in the bottom of your order hitting that well, that bodes well for the top of your order.
Cravens will be followed by Kistler and then Clark in the Monrovia order for Coach Mike Ricker's Bulldogs, coming again into this ball game, 9-14. It's advance or survive because we're in the quarterfinals of this IHSAA baseball sectional 44, and there's Case Lawson, the right-hander, gliding along, pitching extremely well in the first couple innings. This offer inside, 1-0. Good job of keeping the bat back by Aaron Cravens. First baseman, here's the pitch. This one popped up down the right field side. Now the first baseman has room as the wind blows it in, and McFall makes the catch. There's one out.
Nice little easy pop up there. First baseman circles around, makes a nice catch. As you said, Lawson is just kind of gliding through this. As we take a look at that one there, easy routine catch for the first baseman. But Lawson's in total control up there on the mound. He hasn't given up a hit yet. Only allowed one base runner, which was quickly dissolved by the double play. But he is making some very good pitches and getting ahead in the count on the batters.
Now Jordan Kistler steps in. Right fielder, first time up, hitting .246 on the season. Batting average has dropped slightly as you get down to the bottom of the order. Kistler hitting in the ace slot, but again, this ball club, Monrovia, pretty good offensively this year. We've talked about .274. Their on-base percentage, Mike, is near .400. They're .396, so they get on base. A lot of walks. And they've been able to drive the ball from time to time. They've got 16 home runs as a team. Kistler takes 3-0.
And as a lefty here, you would like to see him be able to drive one without wind blowing out from left to right. You see he's a little bit late on that one and fouls it off over the third base dugout side.
Down the line, some short porches for the most part, .320. So if they can catch one of these pitches up, they got a chance to drive this ball out of the ballpark. But so far, Lawson's been really effective. Here's his pitch. Again, late swing. That was sliced down the left field side, foul. Lawson taking plenty of time to pitch here this afternoon, doing a really good job behind home plate is Canton Terry. Here's the delivery. Yeah, he just missed that one. He put him on. So Kistler's at first base with a walk, and that'll go to the bottom of the order. And Austin Clark, the second baseman, has been solid defensively so far in a couple chances, hitting .213 this year.
Yeah, he's played great out in the field early this game. He's had some early chances to make plays and has followed through with it.
1 out, 1 on. Looking to bunt. And this could be potentially a base hit if Lawson gets over there in time. He does. He gets the runner out, but the runner advances over to second. Nearly a bunt single.
Very good bunt there. Just about put it in a dead hole there, but Lawson does a great job of playing his position and getting to the bag.
Officially, I think you're going to award a sacrifice there for Clark. Moving Kistler over to second base in scoring position, representing the tying run. And now Luke Klemper, the shortstop, stepping in. Hitting from the right side. 345 on the year, his first attempt. Struck out swinging. Fouls it behind home plate. Terry giving chase, and it's just over the fence. Just not enough real estate back there.
No, that's not a real deep fence behind there. But as we've seen earlier in the game, Monrovia has had 2 opportunities where balls stayed in, so there is a little bit of room back there.
A couple of tonight's aerial shots are being brought to us by McAllister Reynolds from Terre Haute to Lafayette. Proud supporter of MTC Sports, and you can see that lift behind home plate there. Here's the pitch. Good block by Terry, but the runner's going to third to throw. And he has beaten the throw. So we've got a runner at third in Kistler who beats Terry's throw.
Take a look at the replay again. Terry, good job blocking it, comes up firing, and his foot looks like it just got in under the tag.
Matt Panaglius, the third baseman, with the slightly late tag here. Here's a ground ball down the third base side. This is a fair ball, and we've got ourselves a tie baseball game as Klemper singles to left field.
And he's able to advance to second there. As the throw took a little bit to come back in, the grass killed it out in the outfield, and he hit with a nice heads-up move, advanced to second. You see, third baseman just didn't stay down on it.
RBI for Klemper.
The throw coming in was offline, and he was able to advance to second easily.
Good aggressive play as he's readjusting that bag, sliding into it really, really hard, Mike.
Yeah, his slide looked a little bit awkward, but he looks like he's all right, just shaking some dirt out of every article of clothing he's wearing now.
And now Sam Whitaker steps in the plate. Whitaker from the right side, it's 0-1. Struck out swinging against Lawson, his first attempt. Ball game tied. There's a good pitch. 1-1 ball game, the bottom of third. We've got ourselves a battle going on here at South Vermillion. Quarterfinal action.
This is kind of exactly what we expected. Two good pitching staffs for both teams. Great pitchers on the mound, and we've got hitters that are taking advantage of the strikes that they throw.
Klemper at second base, being held closer to the bag by the shortstop Kendrick, number 6. Here's the pitch, and he tries to hit one off the outside portion of the plate and fouls it. Looked like to me maybe Sam Whitaker was a little bit fooled by that pitch.
Yeah, possibly. He may have been trying to hit behind the runner, but with 2 outs, you're trying to put the ball in play somewhere, and he looked like he was fooled by that pitch.
1-2 count as Mike Rooker looks on. Here's a stretch. Lawson's pitch. Bouncing ball towards short. Shielded a little bit by the runner. The throw not in time. Not in time, and runner heads towards home and scores, and Monrovia has taken the lead on an aggressive play by Luke Klemper.
Great job there of not even slowing down. Kind of caught South Vermillion off guard there. First baseman looked like he held onto the ball a little bit, maybe questioning the call.
McFall was caught looking there, the first baseman, as you saw, Mike, just for a second. He did not see at all Klemper making an aggressive move around third and heading for home. And again, Klemper for the second time in this series dives forward head first, this time into home plate. And this time he carries the mail for the lead run as the Bulldogs take the lead 2-1. Connor Jelly now is the hitter. He's hitless in one, bounced out to third base his first time up. Jelly, the third baseman, hitting .353 as the runner takes the lead at first. Sam Whitaker, the first pitch,
Nice pitch
Inside.
there. Yeah, he called it a strike there right on the inside corner.
He got it.
The delayed call there by the umpire, kind of got to pay close attention to him.
Not much of a lead over at first by Whitaker. Right fielder has plenty of room on this one. And that retires a side, but not before the Bulldogs not only get on the board, but they take the lead with a pair of runs. So after 3, Monrovia leads South Vermillion 2-1. This is IHA Sectional 44 on the ISC Sports Network.
Control your thermostat, door locks, and lights with your Endeavor eShield security system. Save energy by remotely controlling your lights and adjusting your thermostat's heating or cooling while you're away with Honeywell Total Connect. Forget to lock your door? No problem. Lock your doors remotely with the touch of a button from your smartphone or wireless device. Call 1-800-922-6677 for a free home and energy management system quote, or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Watch TV Everywhere is a value-added entertainment option which gives Endeavor television subscribers the ability to watch TV programs on their PC, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. When you subscribe to an Endeavor TV package, you receive select TV programming that is available in that package free of charge. You can view Watch TV Everywhere program just about anywhere. All you need is an internet or Wi-Fi connection. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details about Watch TV Everywhere.
Here's a nice look at the South Vermillion press box here today. Tonight's game brought to you by Endeavor Communications. Monrovia has jumped out in front with 2 runs here in the bottom of the third to take the lead 2-1 as we go to the top of the fourth, Mike.
Good game so far. Monrovia finally getting some base runners on and able to take advantage of a couple of miscues by South Vermillion.
Kyle Kendrick for South Vermillion will lead off the fourth, the shortstop. Struck out swinging his first time up against DeMott. DeMott's first pitch, it's low and away, 1-0. Kyle Kendrick bats in the third slot for Mike Terry's ball club. This one pop foul out of play. Mike Terry himself played baseball at Clinton High School, winning a couple sectional titles. And now he has 2 sons playing on the roster for him. It's Kyle Kendrick at the plate. Battling DeMott, number 22. Dawson DeMott, the senior. Looks for a sign from Ezra Wagner behind home plate for Monrovia. The pitch. That just missed. Well, that's delayed strike. Looked like it missed off the corner, but he got the call, 1-2.
Take a look there. Nice pitch. Good job by Wagner to keep that in there. Umpire gave it to him.
Kendrick swings a line drive towards second and gloved by the second baseman. A good job by Austin Clark. 1 out.
Nice play there by Clark. That was a little hot shot off the end of the bat. And it started tailing away, and he made a good job, made a nice play. Good job getting his glove down there.
Panaglius stepping in. Matt Panaglius, third baseman. Hitless in 1, number 29. Good solid right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. Good job of pulling that breaking ball back into the strike zone. Panaglius backed away a little bit, and it's 1-0. And the pitch. There it is. Count even up at 1-1. 1 out.
DeMott's really starting to locate that lower inner half of the plate there, doing a good job.
Line in the left field. He kind of tomahawked that one, and there's a base hit. Panaglius singles to left field.
Good job there by Panaglius, taking advantage of a mistake by DeMott. He left that one over the heart of the plate, and he put the bat on it.
There it is. Kind of hung it up there. And as I said, he tomahawked this one into left field. Now Case Lawson stepping in. First baseman Cravens will be holding the runner on. Here's a snap throw by Wagner down to first. The runner back in time. Good heads-up play by Panaglius.
Good job there by Panaglius, drawing the attention of the catcher, but Wagner did a good job of popping up and snapping that throw quickly down to first.
Here's the stretch and the pitch by DeMott. Bouncing ball up the middle, shortstop, one play, and a double play. 6 unassisted, 6-3. And how do you like that? Retires a side on a double play ground ball in the 4th. Good effort by DeMott pitching. There it is.
It hits the rim right as the light goes in. And
Hogan across the middle, finds the end zone, and touchdown.
Wow. And are looking to throw this time. Going deep down the field. He's got Fusich. Look at this one again. The time will expire and the Gophers will win.
Is on the board. The North wins 10-7.
Well, Mike Rossick, Monrovia on top 2-1, but if you're going to stay in the lead over a really good ball club like South Vermillion, you have to execute defensively. And here is a double play by Luke Klemper. This is one of the reasons why he's going to play collegiate baseball. Steps on second for the force, gets the double play at first base, tailor-made.
Great job there by Klemper there at short. He got around the ball, put his body in perfect position to be able to just step on the bag, feet already set, makes a good throw over to first, turn the 6-3 double play.
Dalton Smith will lead off for Monrovia here in the 4th inning, as Case Lawson still is on the hill. He was rolling along there for the first 2 innings, and then Monrovia struck for a pair back in the 3rd.
Dalton reached on an error his last at bat with a nice hit, and unfortunately he was forced into a double play by the batter following him. So Monrovia will try to see if they can get him on base and make something happen again.
Dalton Smith, an outstanding athlete, batting from the right side. Here's the pitch. That's a nice one on the outside corner. 0-1 to Smith. Dalton Smith this year has 19 hits, 14 runs batted in. He's got 6 doubles. And he has 3 home runs, so he's got some power. He can drive the baseball, number 12. Playing center field for Mike Ricker's ball club.
Very strong kid, very good athlete. Remember watching him in football this year. Very good running back.
Bouncing ball foul. I keep alluding to Mike Rooker. It's Mark Rooker.
Yes.
Because we have Mike and Mike here bringing you this baseball game today. And like you mentioned, Smith, a great football player, and I think this mentality of winning has really trickled down here at Monrovia. He had a state football championship 2 years ago. Last year, go to the semi-state. Here's a fly ball to left field. Plenty of room out there, and there's one out.
As you see Smith there get good bat on it, just probably a little bit early on it because it looks like he hit underneath it. Got too much air under it. Left fielder able to just camp under it, make the nice easy grab.
Cooper Terry playing in left field there, number 24. You see he's got those sunglasses because today, though we start at 5:30, the sun is still out and it is shining here at South Vermillion High School. And now Wagner stepping in, the catcher. 0-1.
As you also saw on that catch there by Terry, you can tell he's a coach's son. He got both hands up there, made a nice two-handed grab with it. Made his daddy pretty happy.
Here's Lawson's pitch. Oh, wow, line drive foul. And boy, I tell you, Wagner way ahead of that pitch. Wagner, the 296 hitter, drives one down the right left field side and just slightly ahead of it. Wagner, this year, he has a pair of home runs and 12 runs batted in.
Yeah, he hit that one down to the left field foul line, as you see Rockville gathering around there. And if you take a look behind home plate, you see South Putnam rolling in. They'll be playing the second game tonight.
Rockville was a team that won sectionals last year. They had outstanding pitching, knocking off North Putnam 2-0 to advance to the regionals. Foul ball behind home plate. Our baseball game tonight is brought to you by Endeavor Communications, and we're seeing some great action here. Monrovia on top at the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, cameraman in that lift behind the home plate got a nice close-up view of that foul ball.
Of course, that lift being brought to us by McAllister Reynolds and Terre Haute. McAllister Reynolds, all the way from Lafayette to Terre Haute, proud supporter of our broadcasts. Heavy-duty machinery can be found at McAllister Machinery. Bob Rubel out of Lafayette. Take a look at that lift out there. They've got a great view. Look at that. Hey, hey. Here's the pitch to Wagner. Got him swinging. Strike three. There's two gone. Nice pitch by Lawson.
He's doing a good job of changing eye levels there. Made a nice pitch above the hands with 2 strikes again. See, he keeps that above the hands. Batter just can't catch up to it.
So now Shelton steps in. He got caught looking his first time up, so he's nothing out of 1, and there's 2 outs in the 4th. Bouncing ball foul. You can tell the outfield is pulled in. They're at medium depth. They're not playing too far back for Shelton. Although Shelton, he has power too. He's got a pair of home runs, so he can drive the ball, but they're playing at medium depth, slightly around to the right. Here's the pitch.
Yeah, and maybe it's because with the wind blowing from left to right, as you see their outfield is shaded around. You see there's a nice piece of real estate between the left fielder and the left field foul line.
Ooh, that hit him. That hit him on, it looks like the left wrist. Looks like he's okay as Shelton sprints down to first base. Ball just got away from Lawson there.
Take a look at it here. Yeah, it looks like it may have got him there on that back arm. Doesn't look like it was coming in real hot, so I don't even think he had much pain to it there.
Very fortunate as Aaron Craven steps in. Ground ball to third. One play at first. He gets his man barely, but a good job by the third baseman, Penglius, of making the play, and that retires a side. They threatened just a bit because they reached base on a hit by pitch. 1 runner left. We have played 4. Monrovia on top.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
There's no cost for imagination, no charge for dreams, no limit to what we can accomplish together. It takes grit, determination, but mostly it takes you. They are your ideas, your visions. We're here to help. Early mornings, late nights, heavy loads. We are real people turning extraordinary dreams into reality. Sunbelt Rentals. Your ideas, our equipment.
Well, tonight's aerial shots are brought to us by McAllister Reynolds as you take a look at that center field shot. And boy, a lot of entertainment going on out there by our fantastic cameraman, Sean Walker. McAllister Reynolds from Lafayette to Terre Haute, proud supporter of MTC Sports. From Lafayette to Terre Haute, heavy-duty machinery from McAllister Reynolds. Thank Bob Rubel out of Lafayette for his assistance throughout the season. And, of course, some great shots out of that center field and out of that home plate lift today.
Very handy for our cameraman to be able to get up in there and get us some great shots and cover this game as well as they do.
Caleb Panaglia leading off. Panaglia's leading off this 5th inning for South Vermillion as the Wildcats look on. They trail 2-1 in this ball game. Fastball high and in. Panaglia's number 25, the designated hitter in the lineup for Coach Tim Terry. Here's the stretch and the pitch by DeMott. And it looked like he fouled off and looked like he was a little bit off balance and backed away from that swing there.
A little bit. Looks like he tried to stay back on it because I think he was setting up for curveball, but he still wasn't real balanced. May have gotten his front foot getting out in front of him a little bit.
Here's the pitch. Again, he fouls us back. DeMott has been around the strike zone here now from Monrovia.
Looks like he settled in nicely, and you kind of expect that out of your senior leader there up on the hill. It took him a few innings to get settled down, but now he's living around the strike zone containing these South Vermillion hitters.
DeMott this year pitched in 29 innings coming into this ball game, giving up just 24 hits. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive towards the shortstop, and there's one gone.
Nice soft little liner right to the shortstop. Klemper making a nice play there.
One gone in the top of the fifth. Take a look. Royce Waldrop, second baseman, line drive, right center field. There's a base hit. Royce Waldrop, a one-out single to right center, his second hit of the ball game.
Very nice placement of that ball there. Dalton Smith gave chase to it, but there was no way he was getting to it. Dropped it right into the gap between center field and right field. Nobody had a play. Nice, easy base hit for him.
Now number 11, Lane Vickers, the right fielder. Flew out to Smith in center his first time up. Runner on at first. Good pitch by DeMott. Delayed strike called. Waldrop representing the tying run of the ball game here in the fifth. Bouncing ball to third. They've got an errant throw, and runners are safe all around, and there's going to be an error on the throw.
Looked like there the throw was on line. Let's see who's covering here. Be the second baseman, Clark, and looks like he just forgets to squeeze it, trying to anticipate turning that double play.
Connor Jelly thought he had a double play written all over it, the third baseman, but the throw wasn't handled, as you mentioned, by the second baseman after the fielder's choice from Vickers. And now we go to the bottom of the lineup in Cooper Terry. And he files one down the right field side. And this one is going to go out of play. And you take a look down the line, it's 320. He straightens that out. That ball's out of here.
Yes, it is. And he looks to have some decent power at opposite field there. He sat back on that pitch and just let it travel too far.
Runners at first and second. Bouncing ball towards second. They've got to play at second. And the fielder's choice cuts down the runner at second for the second out. But now we've got runners at the corners. And that was an interesting play there by the second baseman making that play, because Mike maybe goes to first with that one, but he didn't. Clark goes to second to Klemper for the force.
Typically, as a rule of thumb, once a runner crosses your face as a second baseman or shortstop, you go to first base. Runner had crossed his face, but he made a good throw to Klemper, covering the bag at two, and got the out.
Now we go to the top of the lineup in Canton Terry. This one lined down the left field side and giving chase and out of play, a foul ball. 0-1, and I tell you what, a long run by Connor Jelly. A long run from third base there.
That was, and it looks like he kind of lost his footing a couple times there, but did a good job of staying upright. But that ball just carried out of play.
Canton Terry, the catcher at the top of the order with runners at first and third. And, you know, he's an excellent hitter in left-handed. Maybe you don't want to pitch to him. Maybe you want to give him up.
Yeah, you're in a tough spot here. You've got if South Vermillion advances the runner to second here, then you probably do pitch around him. But it kind of looks like DeMott's being careful, not giving him anything too good to swing at, because he is a very good hitter.
2 balls and 1 strike to Terry. Canton Terry, the catcher, and you have to wonder why they named him Canton. Maybe after Canton, Ohio, maybe thinking someday he'll play football, be enshrined in the National Football League Hall of Fame. Good, solid name. Here's the pitch. And he caught a piece of it and drives it out of play.
Kind of surprised that South Vermillion hasn't been more aggressive on the base paths, especially runners first and third. You figure they at least try to steal second. Maybe they're being cautious with 2 outs down a run. Maybe they want to, not take any chances yet. Still early in the game.
Fly ball left field. He's got some room, and he makes the catch to retire the side. A nice running catch by the left fielder, Shelton, to retire the side for Monrovia. Let's take a look at that one. And again, great defensive effort on IHSAA baseball, delivered by Endeavor Communications on the ISC Sports Network.
Lightning fast high-speed internet is only a click away. Through fiber optic technology, Endeavor Communications is able to offer internet speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second to stream movies, download music, watch TV and video clips, connect on social media, play games online, conduct online video conferencing, and is ideal for supporting all your devices in your home or business. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
Enjoy the freedom of independent living with Endeavor's medical alert system. Contact emergency help or a loved one directly through the water-resistant two-way voice pendant. It's as easy as pressing a button to call for help in and around your home. The medical alert system is easy to use and connects directly to your landline telephone. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor Communications, we help protect what you cherish most.
Monrovia gathering together. They have the lead here in the bottom of the fifth, 2-1. The winner of this game will play on Monday at 1 o'clock p.m. The 11 o'clock game on Monday, North Putnam and Southmont. And the winner of the second game tonight will play, I believe, South Putnam.
South Putnam Rockville will play the second game, and then
there you go.
The winner of this game and the winner of that game will play Monday afternoon.
And then the championship game will be at 6:30 on Monday to determine the sectional champion. But now Monrovia with the lead here in the fifth inning, and Jordan Kistler will lead off. Scored a run back in the third inning. This one lifted left field. And now, wow, the third baseman, Panaglis, comes up and makes a snow cone catch.
Yeah, it was almost a collision there between the shortstop and third baseman. As you see here, both of them going for it. Left fielder coming in, and it almost looked like it went in the shortstop's glove first and then landed in Panaglis' glove. Good play, but scary for teammates whenever you're in the sectionals here.
Austin Clark, the second baseman, with one out. Case Lawson on the hill doing a good job holding Monrovia in check, but the Bulldogs on top 2-1. Here's the pitch. Good fastball down low.
As you saw when we came back from break, a nice little shot of Monrovia's dugout. It looked like they were pretty loose and laid back in there. South Vermillion looks a little more serious.
2-0 pitch on its way to Clark. And looked like that was in there, and it was a delayed strike. 2-1.
Nice curveball there, buckled the batter's knees and dropped right in the strike zone.
Austin Clark batting at the bottom of the order, hitting .213. And he swings the bat, being aggressive there. Count evens up at 2-2.
You almost got to wonder if Lawson's going to come back with that hard breaking ball inside, see if he can get him to jump out of way again.
Lawson, one of those seniors. Here's the bouncing ball up the middle, and it's going to bounce into center field, and a nice diving effort by the second baseman. Waldrop coming up just a little bit short, but that's a base hit single for Clark to keep the inning alive with one out. He's at first, right up the box there.
Over Lawson's head, and then you see Waldrop making a nice diving attempt, but just a little bit too late.
Now Luke Klemper stepping in. 2 for 3. Runs scored back in the third. Klemper deep in the batter's box. Here's a pitch by Lawson. This one popped foul. And to Monrovia's credit, Mike, they've been swinging the bat.
They have. They've been aggressive. And Lawson is right around the strike zone. He's got good stuff today, but when he throws it in the strike zone, it's hittable. And Monrovia's doing a good job of making contact with it.
Clark taking a short lead over at first base, being held on. The pitch, and this one just misses outside. Clark this year has stolen 5 bases. He is 5 out of 5. He has not been thrown out this year. The pitch. Breaking ball. This one is hit down into the right field side. The right fielder giving chase and makes the catch. Good solid pitch, and Klemper flies out to right field for 2 outs. Sam Whitaker, the designated hitter now. He's 1 for 2. Singled his last time up and struck out his first time. See there the right fielder, number 11, Lane Vickers, making that catch. And now with 5 stolen bases, let's see if Mark Rooker sends his youngster down. Here's the pitch. Ground ball towards short. Oh, and he bopped the ball. That's an error, and the runner coming around second to third. We got runners at the corners. And an error on the shortstop, Kyle Kendrick.
Another slow roller back up to the shortstop, and you see he sets up on it, and it just bounces right over his glove and right into the outfield. Shortstop the last 2 games has been a trouble spot for teams.
It has, and for whatever reason, and now it sends up Connor Jelly. Maybe he's thinking I can make him pay for that mistake because there's runners at the corners with 2 outs. Pitch to Jelly, swinging again on the first pitch and fouling it out of play. 0-1, and again, Monrovia is going after that first pitch almost every single time as long as it's near the strike zone.
Jelly probably should have left that one up, but he's being aggressive. He knows he's got 2 outs with 2 runners on, trying to make something happen.
Lawson will pitch from the stretch. The runner at first is Whitaker. Clark at third. Here's the pitch. Way behind it. 0-2. And now Jelly has to regroup.
He's got to shorten his swing here. He's got to look to just make contact, put the ball in play somewhere. He's too important of a hitter right now.
0-2. Here's the pitch. Inside. And the runner goes to second.
They fake the throw down to second, then whip it back down to third. But they were able to get back in safely in time. Now we've got 2 runners in scoring position. Now with 2 strikes, Jelly really has to protect the plate here, shorten his swing up, and make contact.
Here's the pitch to Jelly. Bouncing ball up the middle. Shortstop this time makes the play, throws, and gets the runner. Wow. That time Kyle Kendrick comes up with the play, and he retires aside, and he leaves 2 Bulldog runners on base. You take a look at that play by Kyle Kendrick. Good, solid play on Endeavor Communications on the ISC Sports Network.
Endeavor Communications continues to be the leader of technology in the communities we serve. We provide crystal clear voice, super fast internet, exciting television entertainment, security systems for home and business, medical alert systems, IT services, and our new 4G LTE wireless telephone service with nationwide coverage. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor eShield gives you peace of mind that your home, family, and business are safe. eShield provides burglar protection, leak detection, carbon monoxide, smoke and heat detection, and asset protection to secure your valuables. And of course, there's 24/7 monitoring. Total Connect Remote Services controls your system through your smartphone, tablet, or any other wireless device. Call 1-800-922-6677 or go to our website at weendeavor.com for more details. Endeavor Communications, we protect what you cherish most.
Next up, Rockville and South Putnam, and I mentioned the winner of that ball game will play the winner of this game Monday at 1 o'clock p.m. There's a look at the South Putnam Ball Club. The Rocks, the sectional champions last year, and South Putnam, Mike, they got off to a really fast start this year. They were 6-0, and all of a sudden, things have turned the other direction.
Definitely. They got off to a very hot start, and then they got into their conference play, and their side of the conference is loaded with some really good teams. A lot of 3 and 4A schools that are ranked in the state. Did you see the first pitch there from DeMott bouncing away for the ball? But South Putt, I mean, you got to give them credit. They started out on fire, but then they ran into some buzzsaws with Northview, West Vigo, Sullivan. Those are 3 really good teams. And
outstanding.
Then they, the wheels kind of fell off. They kind of, they went on a big losing streak. But they're still they're a young team. They've got a couple of good seniors. I look for them to give Rockville a really good contest tonight.
And they got some good pitching as Ryan Scott is the hitter, center fielder. Nothing out of 2 today against DeMott. The senior, Dawson DeMott, has gone all the way from Monrovia. Pitching, and pitching is the name of this game. Here's a pitch. This one just missed. I thought that was going to be a strike.
Yeah, it was a strike there.
It was a strike.
So now it is 3-1.
Just a little bit delayed. Here's a pitch. Pop foul, this one behind home plate. And if you have parked your car back there, look out.
Exactly. There's been a lot of balls flying back there. Dawson DeMott's done a really good job of, he's getting behind early in the count. As you see, he gives up a walk there. But he's done a good job of fighting back and, not giving up. What is that, his first or second walk of the game? I think his second walk of the game now. Through 6 innings, that's pretty good. And especially as many 3-ball counts as he's gotten himself into.
Now the key here, what he's going to do with Kyle Kendrick. Because the runner over at first, Scott, represents the tying run. And sometimes it's more difficult to pitch out of that stretch. And the time is called. And Monrovia's pitching coach is going to come out and take a visit and spend a moment or 2 with his hurler here. The Bulldogs lead this ball game 2-1. We're in the top of the 6th. It's interesting the fact that South Vermillion hosts a sectional. They maintain the home dugout, but in this ball game, they are the visitor.
Yeah, it's kind of unique situation here. But that's one thing about high school baseball. You find they move the venue around each year, and just depends on where you're drawing, whether you're the home team or the visitors.
A little bit time taken to discuss this next hitter, Kyle Kendrick, and how they're going to play this defensively. They're going to have, obviously, the runner held at first. Probably the infield looks like playing back in double play depth.
Yeah, you hope for Monrovia, they hope to serve up a ground ball here to turn a double play or at least get that lead runner out. Kind of surprised, as we talked earlier, that neither team has attempted a stolen base except for the last inning with runners on first and third, but there wasn't a throw down to second. But nobody's been aggressive trying to get a stolen base here.
Pitch is 2-1 now. That third baseman there is Jelly moving up in the grass looking for the bunt. And it could have been there. Kyle Kendrick, the hitter, decided to pull the bat back as third base coach and head coach for the South Vermillion Ball Club, Tim Terry, looks on. 2-1 pitch. This one make it 3-1. That pitch is outside, and it's ball 4. And another walk. So now we've got runners on first and second, and now the pressure begins to mount. And the Wildcats are licking their chops here because Matt Panaglius is stepping in the batter's box. He's one of the better power hitters.
Yeah, as you see, DeMott showing a little bit of frustration for the first time on the mound today.
Starts him off. Strike called, inside corner.
Good pitch there to start off the at-bat.
0-1. Works from the stretch. Fly ball, left center field. Dalton Smith makes the catch in the gap in left center field. And runners have to hold, Mike, because that could have been disastrous. He was playing him perfectly.
He was. That was a nice job by Smith there to get to that ball and make the catch.
Dalton Smith, nice running catch there over his left shoulder. And we've got one out. That ball, nice ride by Penaglis. And now Lawson is the hitter. Out of play, 0-1. Lawson has pitched extremely well for South Vermillion in this baseball game today.
Good opportunity for him to help his own cause here. Maybe played a couple runners with a nice base hit. Of course, DeMott doing a very good job up on the mound. Even though he's faced some adversity, he's worked himself out of it.
Dawson DeMott thought he had a strike there, and he didn't. An inside curveball. This one popped foul out of play. Good solid pitch on the hands. 1-2. One out, and runners at first and second. First baseman is playing off the bag. He is not holding the runner at first. Double play depth is your infield. DeMott, and he almost fished for it.
Did a good job of holding back on it, but he wanted that pitch. As you see, he started to lean and hands came forward, but he did a good job of holding the bat back.
And Ezra Wagner, the catcher, pretty good job of blocking that one in the dirt. Here's a pitch. Came in with a fastball, tried to sneak it by him. 2-2. South Vermillion, it appears, has quite a bit of respect for Ezra Wagner behind home plate. As you mentioned, they have not attempted a stolen base here today.
They've not, and it really surprises me because as we watch DeMott pitch from the stretch, he does have a pretty high leg kick. And normally that's a good indicator for guys to take off running.
This one took off inside, 3-2. This is a big pitch upcoming. Runners at first and second, one out. The pitch to Lawson. And he missed on the outside corner. He missed high and away, and he has walked the third hitter in the ball game, or the fourth hitter in the ball game, the third in this inning, to load the bases.
Looks like we're going to get a pinch runner for Lawson. Looks like number 21 coming in for South Vermillion.
And that is Connor Van Lannen, a freshman, number 21. Over at first base, Connor Van Lannen. So Van Lannen pinch running, as Mike mentioned, for Case Lawson, the pitcher. As Penaglis steps in, Caleb Penaglis, number 25, the designated hitter. He's 1 out of 2 today. Here's the pitch to Caleb, and it's inside. And this is a tough situation for Monrovia to be in with the bases loaded.
And you're facing the designated hitter. You know, he's in this lineup because he's a good hitter. And you've got bases loaded, ideal situation for South Vermillion. Even with a long fly ball, he can drive in a run.
Penaglis looked like there he choked up just a little bit on the bat. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses. And for whatever reason, while he's faced him in his first 2 appearances, he looks like he's slightly behind.
He does. Looks like he's a little late on that. I don't know if he's not picking the ball up well or what. There again, he fouls it off behind there.
DeMott trying to throw a breaking ball. See if he comes back with some heat here. At 1-2, 1 out. The runners take their leads. Here's the pitch. And he stays alive. Good job of staying in the ball game by Penaglis. Caleb swinging the bat aggressively, protecting the plate.
Good job there because DeMott hit exactly where he wanted. You saw the catcher call for the fastball low and away, and he put it there. Penaglis just got the end of the bat on it.
Penaglis is DHing for Tyler McFall in the lineup. Here's a ground ball towards third. Steps on third for 1. The throw over to first. They got themselves a double play, and they're out of the inning. What a play by the Monrovia Bulldogs, and Jelly comes up with a double play, the third baseman.
Nice play right here. Takes it himself, throws it, makes a nice hard throw over to first. Plenty of time.
Hits the rim right as the light goes in. And
Hogan across the middle. Finds the end zone. Touchdown.
Wow.
And Our looking to throw this time. Going deep down the field. He's got music. Look at this one again.
Time will expire and the Gophers will win. Is on the board. The North wins 10-7.
Keep your family connected with Endeavor eWireless. Endeavor offers affordable individual plans with unlimited voice and messaging and family share plans with your choice of data plans up to 20 gigabits. Endeavor eWireless runs on a quality 4G LTE network with nationwide coverage. Choose from popular smartphones. You can even bring in your own phone. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit weendeavor.com for more details about Endeavor eWireless plans.
It is the home of the Wildcats, but they are the visiting team on the scoreboard today. In this sectional, it's survive and advance, and Monrovia is hanging on with some solid defense. It's 2-1.
Monrovia is playing outstanding defense. They are picking their pitcher up left and right. Dawson DeMott struggled that inning, walked 3 guys, and got out of there without giving up a run. Nice play by Connor Jelly to end that inning with the 5-3 double play.
Now we go to the bottom of the 6th, and Dalton Smith, the center fielder, stepping in. 1 for 2 this afternoon. He's hitting just over 300 now for the season. Here's the pitch. This one is popped up. It's going to carry into the outfield, but the second baseman, Waldrop, comes over and makes the catch.
Good job tracking that ball there. Dalton Smith being aggressive again, chasing after the first pitch. Got underneath it. See here, second baseman does a great job communicating. You see him call for the ball. Everybody freezes. He catches it.
1 out. Catcher Wagner stepping in. He's hitless in 1 officially. Actually hitless in 2. He tried a sacrifice, turned into a double play. Here's a long fly ball deep to right field, and there's 2 gone. He set it out, but right in the tracks of the right fielder, Vickers, and Lane Vickers makes the catch, and there's 2 outs.
Yeah, good job there by Vickers. Easily getting over there in time. Just a little bit too much air under that one.
Carson Shelton now, the left fielder. And he lifts one to left field. There's plenty of room. And he's retired. And the side is over as Cooper Terry hauls it in left field. 1, 2, 3. Good pitching for Lawson in the 6th. So we played 6 innings, and look at this. Monrovia looking for a upset victory, 2-1 here in sectional 44 over the Southmont Wildcats.
Lightning fast high-speed internet is only a click away. Through fiber optic technology, Endeavor Communications is able to offer internet speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second to stream movies, download music, watch TV and video clips, connect on social media, play games online, conduct online video conferencing, and is ideal for supporting all of your devices in your home or business. Call 1-800-922-6677 or visit our website at weendeavor.com for more details.
There's no cost for imagination, no charge for dreams, no limit to what we can accomplish together. It takes grit, determination, but mostly it takes you. They are your ideas, your visions. We're here to help. Early mornings, late nights, heavy loads. We are real people turning extraordinary dreams into reality. Sunbelt Rentals. Your ideas, our equipment.
Here's a nice look at Dawson DeMott, the senior pitcher, number 22, the right-hander. It's all on his shoulders right now as his team leads South Vermillion 2-1 here as we go to the top of the 7th inning.
Yeah, now this is a time Dawson DeMott really is going to lean on his defense. Hopefully they can get him 3 outs and get the victory right here. He's gone the way. He's done a great job. Even though he's got himself into a couple jams, his defense has bailed him out, and Monrovia's been able to outlast South Vermillion and hang on to this lead.
Royce Waldrop will lead it off here. He's number 4 for Coach Terry's ball club, and he is 2 for 2. He's been a hot hitter at the bottom of the lineup. Well, nearly the bottom. He's hitting in the 7th slot. He'll be followed by Vickers and then Cooper Terry at the bottom of the order. Aggressively swinging through, and it's another strike, and it's 0-2. DeMott working quickly.
Mott looks like he's pitching a little more confidence up here now.
Here's the pitch. There's a good fastball. He's had solid defense behind him. Good play in the last inning by Connor Jelly to turn over a double play at third base after DeMott had walked the bases full. Here's the stretch. Bouncing ball towards short. Good aggressive play. Nice stretch by the first baseman Cravens. I tell you what, he split his pants there.
Nice job there, staying low on the ball. As you see right there, nice play, and then stretches down, scoops it out of the ground, perfect throw.
I could not do that. That's difficult to do. Great stretch by the first baseman. And now Lane Vickers stepping in, the right fielder. Vickers been solid swinging the bat as well. They've had some production at the bottom of the lineup, but haven't scored down there. South Vermillion got on top early in the top of the first when Terry tripled to lead off the ball game and scored, and that's been their only tally so far.
They got off to a great start. First batter of the game, getting to third and then scoring just a few pitches later. And then ever since then, Monrovia has just dominated on the defensive end.
Vickers there kind of shrugged his shoulder. I'm not quite sure what that was all about before the pitch was delivered. But it came in inside, and it's 3-0. DeMott works from the stretch even when runners are not on the bases. And that one, he sends another walk forward, and Vickers will head over to first base, and he represents the tying run.
Very important there. 1 out. Now you've got a base runner on. You almost have to think that South Vermillion's going to have to try to advance him to get him in scoring position.
Cooper Terry backs in the 9th slot. And he's nothing out of 2 today. Runner over at first base is Vickers. Let's see if he runs. He doesn't. He holds tight. Strike called on the outside corner, and once again, Ezra Wagner playing behind the plate, the catcher. They're not running on him. 2-1 is the score. Here's a breaking ball high and inside. 2-1. The 9th hitter in the lineup for Coach Terry, his son Cooper Terry. As you see the Wildcats look on from the dugout. Here's a strike called on the outside corner. That's good aggressive pitching by DeMott.
Good job there by DeMott, hitting his spot right there, getting the call from the umpire. See if he comes back with that strike, with that fastball again.
Here's Dawson DeMott's pitch. And there's a let up, and that's outside, and again, he just missed it. I mean, he just missed it by inches.
As you see, he's shaking his head there. He thought it was a strike. Umpire obviously thought it was a little too far outside. Good eye by Terry.
The stretch to pitch to Cooper Terry, and he this time reaches out and gets a piece of the ball and stays alive. There is 1 out here in the top of the 7th with a runner on at first. Cravens holding him on. DeMott works from the stretch. The pitch. Shortstop, 1 play at second, and will no throw as a good hustling play sliding in there is Vickers on the force play for 2 outs.
Good job, too, by Clark at second, not trying to force that. Knowing he got the out at second. Runner coming in hard, sliding. He couldn't quite get the handle. Good job of holding on to it, because if he does try to throw that, and if he throws that pass, that runner moves into scoring position. Now you keep the runner at first with a force with 2 outs. Of course, now you're facing South Vermillion's best hitter here.
And that's Canton Terry. As his brother is at first, Cooper, and out of the fielder's choice, score fielder's choice 6-4. And Terry takes the first pitch, a strike called. Terry 1 for 3. We mentioned a triple lead off the ball game and came around to score the only run for South Vermillion in this ball game. He is a dangerous hitter too, because he can really drive the ball. Hitting close to 500 this year, we think. Here's the breaking ball down low.
And now would be a really good time for him to unload on a ball. Another triple here would bring his little brother in to tie it up. Of course, Monrovia is looking to sit him down in this game and move on in the sectionals.
2 balls and 1 strike. And one of the things probably DeMott does not want to do is pitch him inside.
Definitely not. He does have some power, and with the wind blowing out towards right field, that would be a hot zone for a left-handed hitter.
There's the breaking ball, misses below the knees. 3-1, and I wouldn't be surprised he just pitches around him here. Runner being held at first. Here's the pitch, and he tries to drive it the opposite way. Foul. And he get him at 3-2. So now maybe he wants to pitch to him.
I think Dawson DeMott's going to go right at him here. He's thinking his stuff's better than his bat. See what happens as he bounces one past him.
Yep, he tried to throw that fastball by him, overthrew it just a bit, but he walked him. No harm done, really, but it sends the runner, the potential tying run, Cooper Terry, to second base. So runners at first and second with 2 outs, and that'll send up Ryan Scott. Ryan Scott led off the 6th with a walk and could not score. Now he has a chance to tie the ball game or put him on top. Swing and a miss. That was a nice pitch. 0-1.
Very good pitch. Batter was behind it there. 2 outs here. You've got to be thinking, make contact, drive something to the gap. Ooh.
Foul down the right field side, and Cravens gave chase, the first baseman, and the right fielder was Conversion Kistler, but just not enough room to make that catch.
Good hustle, but that ball just carried a little farther than what he could run. New life here for the batter. See if he can do something. With 2 strikes, though, DeMott's got to be smart. Don't give him anything too pretty to swing at here. He's got a couple pitches he can waste.
Ryan Scott, the hitter. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. He got him swinging. And he got that Monrovia crowd riled up there behind home plate.
Good job there by Dawson DeMott, throwing it out of the zone. As you'll see here, good pitch. Wasn't anywhere close to the zone. And Monrovia will get the victory, 2-1 here.
Monrovia Bulldogs held off with an upset victory and tremendous pitching by Dawson. Number 22, Dawson DeMott, the senior, and Monrovia comes up with the upset. Their 10th victory this season. They advance here in Sectional 44. We'll take a break and be right back after these messages.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
We've got a final here from South Vermillion in sectional 44 quarterfinal play, and it is an absolute upset. Monrovia's Bulldogs, just 2 hits in the ball game, come up with a 2-1 victory over South Vermillion behind a tremendous effort defensively by pitcher Dawson DeMott, but he had some really good help defensively. Jelly, the third baseman, came up with some big plays, including that double play ball.
He did. Jelly with a big play there. Klemper at shortstop. Everybody on Monrovia's team played solid defensively. They got behind early but did not give up. They got a couple runs, and then Dawson DeMott, as you see, he's our player of the game tonight. He did an outstanding job on the mound, throwing a complete game, only giving up 1 run, gave up 3 hits, survived a couple errors by his defense, but for the most part, Monrovia was very solid tonight.
You go to the bottom of the third of the Monrovia order, and you go to the bottom of the line, but it was Jordan Kistler who scored their first run of the ball game. Kistler batting in the ace slot, came around to score to tie the ball game at 1, and then they took the lead in the third inning. Luke Klemper followed a little bit later. There you see that base hit down the line that scored a run, and I tell you what, some really critical hitting here. Here's one of them.
Very critical.
You can tell there the aggressive play. You don't see it right there. There you go. The aggressive play. The runner, Klemper, he did not stop. From second base, he advanced to third. He saw the throw, and the first baseman kind of got confused, held on to the baseball, Tyler McFall, and McFall, because he held on and didn't turn around and look at Klemper advancing from third, Klemper scores, and that is the winning run.
That's there's the deciding factor of the game right there. The hustle by Monrovia, just caught a little bit off guard there by South Vermillion and not making the play. And, if you hesitate at all, Monrovia is a very aggressive team. They're going to take bases if you let them have them.
And a crushing blow for South Vermillion as they finished the season at 20-4. They were on quite a roll for Tim Terry's ball club. Hats off to those kids who battled throughout the season. This was an outstanding season for them, obviously just cut short by some great pitching and defense. And Monrovia advances 10-14, and Coach Mark Rooker in his 6th year. His 6th year has never won a sectional. He's one step closer, Mike, to getting that opportunity to get some hardwood.
Definitely. Great job by Monrovia pulling this one out. Great season by South Vermillion. Congratulations to them. You hate to see either team lose a game like this, but a hard-fought game. Congratulations to the Monrovia Bulldogs as they'll advance to play the winner of this next game.
Congratulations. There it is. 2 runs, 2 hits, and 2 errors for the Bulldogs. South Vermillion, 1 runs, 3 hits, and 3 errors. Monrovia advances. You have been watching Endeavor Communications broadcast on the ISC Sports Network.